Hey folks, we're on update 89, I guess it is. And don't adjust your screen, it's just my computer screen. I bid on a bunch of stuff at auction, a local auction that has all their stuff online these days because of the whole pandemic. So I bid on, easily 40 items. And it's a week-long auction. And by the time the dust settled, I got 6 of those 40. So here's what I picked up. I'll be picking all this stuff up this week. Probably I'm thinking tomorrow and next day. And here's what I got. One was an industrial needle stamp, B.F. Cummins Company stamps canceled. That was a stamp canceling machine for a post office. I don't think anybody kind of realized exactly what it really was. I got 2 Wyandotte trucks. I'm not too sure. I may have overpaid on those. I got a great desk and got a decent price on it. I didn't get it for nothing by any stretch of the imagination, but I did get it for quite a reasonable price, I thought. And modern dairy milk duds, I'm not sure why they described them as that, but there were milk caps for milk bottles. And I think there was some other junk in the lot as well. It was about a quarter roll or half a roll, so I didn't pay a lot for them. 2 hickory sticks, right-handed. That was actually 2 golf clubs. I'm not sure why they called them hickory sticks, but whatever. It's their description, so, and that was pretty much all the description they had. So I was taking a gamble on them being a decent maker, seeing as they had no maker or anything listed on them. Hopefully they're not split or broken or curved or anything like that. It was really tough to tell by the photo. That's the problem with bidding on some of these auctions, is there's no description or very little description, and no real detail that you can see on the photos. In this case, I think there was 1 photo or maybe 2. And the torchère and bridge lamp. The torchère is just parts. The bridge lamp hopefully is intact and not broken. Again, it's really tough to tell by the photos because it was just 1 or 2 long distance photos. So that's what I got. That's what I've got to go pick up. So hopefully I can do some picking on the way, because I paid pretty good for all of the stuff. It wasn't like I got them for nothing. So I've got gas to cover and such, so we'll see how it goes. And that'll probably be included in the next part of this video, I suspect. Depending upon how the picking trip goes, if it's fairly minor stuff, I'll include it. If it's a whole major thing, I'll have a whole separate video. Anyway, so that's where we're at. Stay tuned for more. Hey folks, it's Tuesday at about 5:15 or so, and I had gone out this morning to pick up a load of stuff I purchased at auction, on an online auction, and the auction house was about an hour away, so I had to pick the stuff up. Out of 40 some items I bid on, I got 6. So yeah, stuff went fairly high, but I did get 6 decent little lots. So I thought I'd do a little picking on the way. I stopped at a fellow's place, interesting guy, nice guy, and yeah, he sold me some other stuff as well. I'd left 1 piece behind during a previous pick that I'd done at his place, and I picked it up as well. So I'll show you them right away. So this is the little table I picked up that I'd bought and paid for actually a couple years ago, and had to leave it behind because I didn't have any space in my vehicle at the time. But anyway, it's now available. Neat little kind of a country table. It had fabric, I guess, pinned around the outside edge. but those holes could be filled in and sanded, I would think, and you could give it a good country paint job. Got a nice little drawer in here. Of course, now it won't open. There we go. Nice little tiny drawer. And it's not wobbly. I've got it sitting on it's on one of my levers here. There we go. So that's actually a pretty solid table. A little desk or vanity or something to that effect. And got that there. And in the sports department, I picked up a nice pair of oars. It does have a chunk out of it, but nice pair of red painted oars. And 3 water skis. And the neat thing about this fellow, he's in his early 80s, but he was the champion for doing water skiing tricks during the Canadian Nationals in 1962. So what I did was have him sign 2 of the boards, and the fellow's name is Tom, and I got him to sign a couple of the boards. They're not his competing boards, but anyway, he won the tricks division and almost won the Nationals entirely, but ended up with a broken wrist during a jump. So yeah, quite the guy. Really neat story behind him. Like I said, he water skied in the 50s, made water skis as well, and did trick skiing and jumps and all kinds of stuff. Really neat guy. Barefoot. He was a barefoot skier as well in competition, and he had the opportunity to go to Spain to the Nationals, but unfortunately, because of a job he had with the Winnipeg Tribune, and the boss basically said he wouldn't have a job when he came back, so he wasn't able to go. Kind of I guess the boss was a bit of a knob. But yeah, he really neat guy, really nice guy. But anyway, so I've got 2 skis here that are signed by him. So he's a known figure in the water skiing circles from that period. One of the top guys to beat at the time. Anyway, and I got this other board as well with the neat graphics on it, sea gliders and the slalom. Yeah, anyway, tunnel number 363 board. Made in Canada. Kind of a neat board. It'd be just cool just to have in your cottage, as well as the one signed by him. So those would be cool. And at the auction I also picked up 2 hickory shaft golf clubs right there. Both are made by A. MacArthur of Scotland. This is a Mashie. And what else do we have? And picked up 2 Wyandotte trucks. They're a lot smaller than I envisioned. There was measurements on the auction. I should have looked at them closer, but anyway, cute little trucks. And they're available. And I got this stamp canceling machine. It would have been in a post office more than likely, and meant for canceling postage stamps. So this big cast iron job. And it's a Cummins number 15 canceling machine. So it's pretty cool. Turn of the century, turn of the 1900s, that is. And also picked up some milk caps, as you see there. And also from Tom, I got a pair of homemade, I'll get them to focus here, homemade kind of paddle skis, I think they're called. But yeah, there we go, right there. Anyway, So he skied on those as well. They're more for fun. They're not really a competition type thing. And at auction also picked up this bridge lamp here. Right there. Needs new wiring and everything and a good cleaning. Also the pole lamp or a tri-light, but it's going to be disassembled for parts because it's got some major damage up top. And then this ladder just picked up on the way from another stop. Just a good garden ladder. It'll be going out for a whole 15 bucks. But somebody will want it for the garden for sure. And also picked up some signs to that say washroom and ladies and a men's as well, or lady and gentleman. But got those. Not porcelain, they're just painted, but they're still cool. And then last but not least, this 1880s desk is a piece I picked up at the auction. You can see it's got some issues on top, but considering it's 140 years old, 150 years old, you'd have a few issues on top as well. So I'll show you the knobs are early. It could be earlier than 1880. I'll have to do a little bit of research just to confirm that. Hand cut dovetails, as you can see here, these really thin dovetails. It's all hand cut, and kind of these stacked turned legs. Really nice, an original finish. Somebody that is good with varnish and shellac could probably fix this up without too much of a problem, but it's original finish, so I really don't want to mess with it. It's not to the point of needing refinishing. It's just got some character and needs some touch up, but nothing that major. But like I said, it's 140, 150 years old, so you can expect some wear and tear. So anyway, a really neat little piece, cute little desk. Look great in a kind of a kid's room or even a living room as a side table. So that's it for this update, and hope you enjoyed it. Happy picking, safe picking, take care. Hey folks, time for the contest edition. I've been cleaning out boxes, and this was in a little wood case, but the wood case was destroyed. It's a stogie, cigar, pen. So if you like figural pencils and pens and that sort of thing, this one's not writing at the moment, but it has a replaceable cylinder or replaceable ink, so you can buy a new one and put it in there and use it as your personal pen. So it looks like a cigar, and yeah, so it's going in the box. All right, take care, happy picking, safe picking.